People avoiding me in the street. I'm talking people acting like I was there to rob them because I'm asking for direction.
Lovelies, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Belinda Strana. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos, leave commentaries, and to my channel members, you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright lovelies, let's get in today's video. So lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share it where this black woman was actually sharing the countries you shouldn't, visit as a black person. Guys, I'm just gonna roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section and let's dive into it.
There is one country you cannot pay me to visit again, and it has the worst culture of racism that I have ever experienced in my time abroad. I'm reviewing popular tourist destinations based on things to do and what it's like for black people and people of color. My first time traveling to Italy was through the NYU Study Abroad program. And when I made this decision, the only thing on my mind was the pizza, the Vespas, the romance, basically the Lizzie McGuire movie, because this is what they showed us on TV. But one thing I didn't realize at the time was that all of these examples of this romanticized image of Italy was told through the lens of white people. You mean the same country Lizzie McGuire was falling in love with is the same country where they were throwing bananas at their first black minister? Sure is. Oh, but Nicole, that's just a political thing. That doesn't really happen to people. She had bananas thrown at her. I had beer thrown at me. And then I was called a disgusting black woman by this man right here. Well, obviously you did something. He was unsuccessfully flirting with some white girls in our group, and when he got upset, he started hurling insults at them. Then a black woman went up and was like, hey, don't talk to women that way, and everyone on the beach just stood there as he manhandled her. So when I went up to defend her, punched him in his arm so he would let her go, he threw beer on us and called us disgusting black women, even though we had nothing to do with why he was rejected. And I have traveled all up and down that country, and it's not even an isolated incident. Their feelings of disgust are palpable. I've been dramatically avoided on the street, looked down upon as if I'm begging for money instead of asking for direction, ignored by whole adults to the point where I've had to ask children for directions, because adults wouldn't even bother to look my way. And yes, io parlo italiano. Italy's got good food and interesting history, and yes, some black people go and they just love it. It's great for people who are interested in the arts and beautiful architecture. But based on my own far too common experience, Italy gets a 1 out of 10 for me. If you're interested in learning more about my personal experience in Italy, you can read about it here in the New York Times.
Whoa, hold on. It's Italy slander time? Count me in. First of all, I highly recommend that you check out the original creator's video. In it, she explains some experiences that she had in Italy that kind of confirm they don't really like basketball Americans there. Second, ignore my hair. I have bedhead. I like to nap. This all reminds me of an experience that my family had the first and last time we visited Italy. We took a day trip to see the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and at the end of the day, we wanted to enjoy a late lunch. I love pasta. I was not going to say no to this. We were running late to miss the last shuttle back to our hotel, so my dad had the bright idea of telling all of us to go ahead and he would stay behind to pay for the check. If he got lost, he would find his way back. We were very little at the time. So imagine my surprise when I see my dad running up to the bus at the last minute and the whole restaurant staff is chasing after him. They hold the bus up and they're like, stop that man. He did not pay for his food. Him and his family ate for free and he has not given us any money. So this whole bus of like Italians and tourists are looking at us like we didn't have the money to pay for our dinner. Then at the last second, the waiter that my dad actually paid joins the mob and was like, hey, no, we don't have to do this. He paid me. The original waiter was taking too long to take his check. So he gave me the money and left. Which was like a funny misunderstanding at the time, but now I'm like, really? The whole restaurant?
I assure you that every black person who's been to the country that she's talking about knows the country. Sight unseen, we all know exactly what place she's talking about. And if you know the country, just comment below. Just comment below. Let's see.
Did you see the video where that creator said he was shoved out of an elevator in Italy, but when they all found out he was American, they were like, this is not Italia, this is not Italia. That is very much Italia. That is Italy with its whole chest. I am so anti-Italy that if I was given an all-expenses-paid trip to the Amalfi Coast, Rome, wherever, I'm not going. Like I said in that video, thank you for the Renaissance, thank you for Nutella, Gucci, Prada, the other brands I can't afford. Let me tell you one thing. Give me all that, toss the rest of the country in the ocean. I spent 3 months in Italy in 2013, and then I went back in 2018 for a short while. And let me tell you, even after growing up in the southern United States, I have never experienced the overt disrespect and racism that I experienced in Italy. I'm talking assault. I'm talking people avoiding me in the street. I'm talking people acting like I was there to rob them because I'm asking for directions. Stares of disgust, all-out rudeness, just microaggressions worse than I have experienced in America. I wrote all about this in 2018, so you can go ahead and check out my story on the New York Times. And to this day, people still message me to say that they've experienced the same things and they're happy to find out that they weren't alone. I actually met a couple nice people there, and one of my closest friends I met while I was studying abroad. The rest of that country, though, no. And if you don't believe me, just Google race relations in Italy.
Black people talking about certain European countries they wouldn't visit again because they're low-key racist. And while I get it, and I'm not going to negate that, are we really surprised? Because we know how racist the U.S. can be. So if the child ain't good, what can we expect of the parent? Just saying.
I want to talk about where not to travel if you are a dark-skinned Black person. Hi, my name is Monique, and I've traveled to roughly 30 countries, most of them solo. The country that treated me the worst as a dark-skinned Black woman is Italy. In 2018, I decided that I wanted to take a trip over to Europe and visit a couple of countries while I was there. So on this trip, I visited Italy as well as Greece. I spent 4 days in Italy and 4 days in Greece. From the moment that I landed in the Rome International Airport, I was treated poorly. As I always do, I booked my transportation to get from the airport to my hostel before landing in Italy. So when I got there, all I had to do was find the company that was supposed to be transporting me, and then they would help me do the rest. Ciao. When I got to the kiosk of the company that I had already previously booked, those people would not even talk to me. The woman told me, wait over there, wait for my colleague to get back. But meanwhile, there were other people, palm-colored people, that were using the same transportation company, and they were helped immediately. The issue was not that they didn't speak any English. It's that they didn't want to talk to me. I heard them speaking English to the other American people. Now, this is my first time in Italy, so I kind of brushed off the airport experience, and I'm just like, okay, I'm not going to let that ruin my experience. I'm just going to keep pushing forward. I get transported to my hostel. The hostel that I was staying in was very diverse, so I did feel really safe there. Now, I chose this hostel because it was right next door to a market/grocery store, so I knew that I could get snacks and things like that for my room. I get checked into my hostel, and then I go right next door to the market. Y'all, I have never in my life been followed around a grocery store the way I was in Rome. It was this man's sole job to follow me aisle to aisle to watch me to make sure that I didn't steal something. Now, this market, it was small, but there were at least 25 people in there doing the same thing I was doing. But because I was the only Black person in there at that time, I was being watched. There was even one time that I was trying to look at the ingredients of something by using my Google Translate app. If you guys don't know, the app not only translates the languages verbally, but if you put it up to a picture that has a different language and you wanted to translate it to English, it will do that as well. So I was trying to do that, and then the man, he comes over, no photo. And I'm trying to explain to him that I wasn't taking a photo. I was trying to see the ingredients, but he got so aggressive with me that I damn near just I didn't even want whatever I was looking at anymore. I checked out with the couple of items that I had, and I went on about my business. On the day that I visited Florence and Pisa, Italy, which is what you're looking at in the photo, I was in Florence, Italy here. I was on this tour with a white woman and her teenage son. They were from Texas. It was just the three of us on this full-day tour. Things were so bad that she even noticed how poorly they were treating me. And she was like, you know what? You're sticking with us for the day. Wherever, we go, you're just going to come with us because I see the way that they're treating you and it's not right. For a white woman to see and witness how poorly I was being treated, that should speak volumes. While on this tour, I was trying to buy a shirt for my son from a street vendor while we were in Florence, Italy, when we made a stop. The man wouldn't even sell me a t-shirt. He was so busy trying to service other people, and I have the money in hand. I'm not even asking any questions. All I wanted to make sure was the sizing was appropriate, and I was going to just pay him for the shirt. He didn't even want to service me. After my second day in Rome, I wanted to switch my flight and leave and get up out of there because the way I was treated was just so blatantly disrespectful that I didn't even want to spend the next 2 days there. The day I visited the Colosseum, I took the train from my hostel to get to the Coliseum. That was another reason I chose that hostel, was because it was in a central area and I could take the train. When I got off the train and I was trying to find out like where to meet my tour group, this man, I met him, he helped me to find out where I needed to go, but he also told me like that Africans are treated so bad in Italy. Now, I know and understand that not everyone's experience will be like this, and I'm pretty sure that there are other dark-skinned women who had a different experience from me. But for what I'm saying, just be cautious, be aware that this could potentially happen to you if you do visit Rome. And yeah, just keep that in mind.
Like, seriously, lovelies, you know, when I tell people that this thing that is happening is just something that is happening all over the world, the discrimination is something that is something out of this world. Like, you cannot get a better treatment or because you happen to be, or because you happen to wear this, you know, that I'm wearing. You are not going to be, you know, recognized, or you are going to be treated in some type of disrespectful way, because the fact that, okay, we can actually do whatever you want, whatever we want to do with you and get away with it. And that is it. I saw a video where I actually posted. Someone was, you know, lamenting on how Rihanna's, you know, is it France? She was talking about it. She's actually a white woman. She was talking about how they were actually using this, you know, the N word, they were using it so rampantly. Then she, coming from, you know, the US and happens to be a pan-colored person, that's actually in her workplace, she was feeling some type of way. She was feeling like not comfortable with using that word. They were just using it and without minding any form of anything. Then she had to, like, as a someone as a pan-colored woman, she had to walk up to her colleagues and try to tell them that, okay, these words are actually not nice, and you should just stop the way you're using it. And then when I had to tell her that, okay, in this place we don't care, like, we have to use it any way we want, and anyone that doesn't care about it, she just deal with it. To tell you that it has gotten to the stage whereby they, especially in Europe, it's very, very rampant in Europe, where they can just use the word even in their musical. They have to call it to your face without, you know, without any form of remorse, or without, they just don't care how you feel about it, how you navigate about it. They don't care. What they care is that they're using what they're using. They're very good at, you know, this slurs and all of that. And to even couple with the fact that you want to travel for a vacation or maybe something else to actually spend your money, and you've been disrespected. I don't know why these people, they love black money, but they wouldn't want to have anything to do with you. They wouldn't associate with you. The rate at which they will be looking at you, if you're just going or passerby to get something, or maybe go to a mall to get something, the way you will be followed, looking at you in some type of way, like, these people are the set of people you guys and your ancestors have really, really oppressed. Like, why do you still look them in some type of way as if they're coming to take away something from you? You have practically take away so many things from them. Majority of development, whatever in Europe, it is so many things that have taken away from Africa. There are a lot of acts, everything there. So I find it very strange when you know, something that you have already taken away from these people, and when you see these people, you feel as if these people are coming to take away something from you. Like, they feel like, oh my god, these people are dangerous, criminals and all of that. But you guys are the ones that have, you know, stripped them whatever they had. There's a video which happens to be a podcast. I saw it sometime on TikTok. Then it was actually a podcast between a black dude and an European girl, and she went ahead to talk about how African people that tripping in Europe, that they're not supposed to do that. They were supposed to go back to their country. Why are they coming to Europe to take away whatever she felt that they want to come and take away? The guy actually replied her saying that, how are you, so upset from people that you and your ancestors have already taken something away from, and they are coming back to at least enjoy what you have taken away from them. He used an emphasis of a television. Like when you take away or steal a television from someone into your house, it's not a bad thing when this person you stole the TV from comes to your house to watch the TV. And this got me thinking, like, you are looking at these people as, oh my God, what are they doing here? They're not supposed to be here. Meanwhile, you've already taken away everything from them. So why are you not comfortable when they try to come at least to enjoy whatever you have already taken away from them? But you would like to collect the money they give you, right? Seriously, this thing is something that is all over the world. The way at which of my own being treated is just something that needs to be studied. That is why I have just taken it up that I really, need to find out so many things and educate. I just want to educate myself, educate others and all of that, share the little ones I have seen. Because how could someone travel to a place to relax or probably maybe for something, and you are actually the one spending your money, but the way you've been treated as if, oh my God, you are not supposed to be here. You should better get back to where you're coming from. That is the look they give to you. That is the look they give to you. And one should never maybe spend or, one should never go to a place that you're not treated right. Or even if you don't have a choice, you just have to maybe not even shop from them. Maybe you should just look for maybe this is why I support black businesses. We should be able to support ourselves. We should be able to maybe have money, create black businesses, support black business and all of that, because you wouldn't hate someone and just like this person's money. Seriously. This is just something that, okay, I also saw a video that I was not even able to put it here of something. Still complaining of the Italy, how they treat, it's not even only Italy, it's all over the place. My mom, shared something to me. She said that, she visited my season and all of that, and she was just in a park relaxing and sitting down with her granddaughter. So she decided to maybe stroll a little bit, with her granddaughter. And she decided that, okay, she's tired. She want to come back to sit where she was sitting before then. On getting there, a pan-colored woman who happens to be an European pan-colored woman is already seated at where she is sitting. But there's still a space there. Then she decided, okay, let me just use the other side and just sit. But she's not even close to this pan-colored woman. She just sat at like 2 inches away from this, or 4 inches away from this woman. That immediately when this elderly pan-colored woman saw her sitting down, not even close to her, she had to stand up. She had to stand. My mom had to look at herself like, am I smelling or something? Then she didn't realize that, oh, I forgot. Yeah, she stood up because of the color of my skin. Seriously, it has gotten to that extent. Like, how would you dislike people this much? Like, what is it that we actually did? Is it because we are the chosen one? And they found out, and now they are so angry. And now they see that they cannot really, really oppress us the way they did to our forefathers. Now they are so angry that anywhere they see us, they don't want to have. Like, there is some people, especially the elderly one, this elderly one, they have this rage towards them. I don't know why. I don't know. And we are these sweetest souls that you can ever meet Like, when we love with our whole heart. We want to fight with you. We want to be there with you. We do that with our whole heart. But in return, we receive rejections. We receive humiliations. Seriously. When I saw this video, I was like, yeah, this is what mom was talking about. And she talked about this is exactly in Italy. Yeah. Anyways, why not also share us your thought in the comment section of what you think of this video. If you have some experience, you're going to share it so that we all can just be vigilant and know where and where not to go. And know where and where will be accepted and all of that to avoid being, humiliated, because enough of it already. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that. Like, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one. Watched up to this extent, thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that this channel does not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes, guys. So please share this video, subscribe if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload my next one.